When did you realize your sibling would rather see you dead than happy? Growing up, I thought my sister Bethany and I were close despite our 8-year age gap. She'd let me sleep in her room during thunderstorms and taught me how to braid my hair. But everything changed when I got engaged to Nathan, a social worker I met while volunteering at a local shelter. The day I told my family about the engagement, Bethany's face turned cold. She pulled me aside and said, "He's not good enough for you. You can do better than some guy who makes $40K a year." I brushed it off as her being protective, but that was just the beginning. She started showing up at my apartment unannounced, always when Nathan was there. She'd bring up embarrassing stories from my past or make snide comments about his beaten-up Toyota. Nathan never complained, just squeezed my hand under the table and changed the subject. 2 months before the wedding, Bethany called me sobbing. She'd lost her job and couldn't make rent. Without telling Nathan, I emptied my savings, $15,000 meant for our honeymoon, and gave it to her. She promised to pay me back before the wedding. A week later, I saw her Instagram stories. She was in Bali, staying at a 5-star resort. When I confronted her, she laughed. "You're so gullible, Alice. Always have been." I was devastated but decided to focus on the wedding. Then the anonymous emails started arriving at Nathan's workplace. They claimed I was stealing medication from the hospital where I worked as a nurse. Nathan knew it was lies, but his boss had to investigate. I almost lost my nursing license. The investigation revealed the emails came from a coffee shop near Bethany's apartment. When I went to confront her, I found her in bed with my ex-boyfriend from college, the one who'd cheated on me with 3 different girls. "What's wrong, little sister?" she smirked. "Upset I'm taking your sloppy seconds? Just like I'm going to take everything else from you?" I stood there frozen as she told me how she'd always hated me. How our parents had spent her college fund on my medical bills when I got pneumonia at age 6. How every boyfriend she'd had said I was the prettier sister. How she'd been sabotaging my relationship since high school. "Nathan's next," she said, pulling out her phone. "I wonder how he'll react when he sees these photoshopped pictures of you with your boss." I walked out without a word. That night, I showed Nathan and my parents every text, every email, every piece of evidence I'd collected of Bethany's betrayal. I played them the recording from my confrontation with her. My parents tried to convince me it was just sibling rivalry. That's when I realized they'd always excuse her behavior, no matter how cruel she became. The next day, I mailed Bethany an invitation to my wedding. Inside was a USB drive containing footage from the nanny cam in my apartment, showing her breaking in, stealing my jewelry, and planting drugs in my dresser, along with a restraining order. We got married in Hawaii. Nathan surprised me. He'd been working extra shifts for months to replace the honeymoon money. My phone was flooded with angry voicemails from Bethany and my parents. I blocked their numbers and posted my wedding photos on Instagram. The caption read, "Sometimes the family you choose is better than the family you're born into."